See this GTX 980 I have here? Well, I have two of them, and we're gonna run them in SLI. This is the Nvidia Geforce GTX 980, and when it was released by Nvidia back in September of 2014, it was one of their higher end cards, and it sold for about around $550. Okay, so we're here on Tech Power Up, and you can see the specs over here. So the Nvidia GeForce GTX 980 has a GM204 graphics processor. Now this graphics processor has 2048 cores. This particular card, the reference version, has 4 gigabytes of memory, GDDR5. So the GPU was built on the Maxwell architecture on the 28 nanometer process. The base clock is 1127 megahertz, and the boost clock is around 1216 megahertz. So here we are. We got two GTX 980s right now in SLI, and in my test rig I have a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU and about 16 gigs of RAM. So this should be enough for whatever we're going to use now for testing. So we got the MSI Afterburner running, and we're gonna start with 3D Mark Firestrike. Hi, I figured this would be a great segue into introducing our clothing brand, Tech Life. You can find our collection on thetechlife.com, and you'll find hoodies, shirts, and ball caps. High quality. The hats are embroidered, and everything else is printed. So, if you want to support me and the channel, please check out thetechlife.com. And now back to the video. So I guess that concludes our testing. I mean, what we saw, I think, okay, if I can uh, give you guys my thoughts, is that on the games that SLI was scaling well, it gave you significantly more performance than a single card. Um, Now, for Ghost Recon, the Vulkan API actually helped one card do just as well as two in SLI. So that's a good thing. Now, we all know that Nvidia already said that they're not going to support the SLI technology anymore. The technology still exists, and there's no reason why we shouldn't use it, especially when you can still use it for these other games. Now, there aren't a lot of games that support SLI. I mean, there's a list of games, and I'll put those in the description below, where you guys can actually use SLI and have it scale really well. By the way, please check out our merch. Tech Life Clothing is the name of the company. That's the name of our merch and our brand. So please check it out. Link in the description below. And so this is gonna kick off actually a series where I'm going to do SLI, as far as I can take SLI. So I have a couple of older cards, a couple of newer cards that we can test together, even in quad SLI. So actually, from this point on, there's going to be a SLI configuration, and then there's going to be a quad SLI configuration that we're going to check out. So thanks for sticking with me until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.